I'm hovering over yes. Are you hovering over yes?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Fighting back a burp. Go. Solace created airports to sow chaos. I like it. I like it. Hey.
Oh, wow. Oh, hey, there's the guards from the throne room.
Color-coded. We are going to have to fight them.
Seems likely, for sure. Oh, hey.
You know, he's like a car with bad paint. He's good at 10 feet.
Is that a saying in the car business?
It's a 10-footer, it's a 20-footer, that kind of a thing to describe how it looks.
Representatives of the Eosian Alliance. On behalf of the Gallian Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today.
I wonder if he's gonna level with us in this little room.
Domar has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
He's a clone emperor and they're going to try to blow us up.
What? Yeah, I guess that is possible.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated.
That line's different if you've done the actual quest that we have.
Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
It's gonna be so hard to cross your arms.
Yeah, man. He's got a big spike out the front too.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Oh my god. Could you be a little less on the nose, Mr. Emperor?
Order? You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
That's exactly what he expects, Raban.
Pay the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise.
That seems foreboding.
Yeah.
You speak
good
of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
Merwin being like, kind of agree with that.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people.
Are they gonna skip seats here? Oh, here we go.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal.
Okay. Okay, Sincere.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation.
That dungeon sucks.
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing.
Says the guy accomplishing nothing.
Wait, I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here.
Feeling the weight of Alphino missing.
All I can do is think of the stick that Sulla shoved up the Emperor's ass to sow chaos.
I thought there might be a little something in there, but it seems like we're taking we're taking a break in the room. Or inside the room.
Yeah.
So I guess I would invite Varis to explain himself.
I mean, if that's what you want, that's what you would say.
Because I'm the Warrior of Light. I'm here to kick Ascian butt and
That's interesting.
find my best friend through time and space Xenos.
Would you want to give up that information, though?
Oh, that we don't.
If I didn't, this is legitimately an interesting. I'm sure it doesn't have a massive effect on
Probably
the game,
not, but it's still an interesting quandary.
I don't think I would mention it. I think it would be like, no, he's a dick. He's plotting at something. We should probably not let that information out. Like, what's he gonna do? Be like, I'm so sorry, you know about that. Here's my plan. I'm gonna go with the bottom option.
Okay.
My own personal choices. I'm not trying to sway you either way.
No, I think that's fair. That is our one little secret we have over him right now, is that we're aware.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the top one.
I am too.
I share your disdain for their hypocrisy, even as they denigrate. What's denigrate? Denigrate, like command. The idea of faith. Put it down. They revere their leader with a fervor others reserve for the divine.
All should know their enemies, yet there is much and more we do not know of the Empire.
I kind of like doubling down on let's get him talking. Because making people talk is a good strategy.
Yeah, I like that. Ha! You would have me ask the Emperor himself? Well, mayhap there is some wisdom in that.
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affairs surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons pose to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Putting it out there, Lise.
Yeah. Peace is falling. Ooh, music change.
It's the first time I've ever seen a flickering light in this game.
Yeah.
Finally, you ask the right question.
That's terrifying.
It's like a DM.
I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time
That's a big
began.
red flag there, buddy.
Oh, okay.
What in Rolga's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of the star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother.
Bit of a leap.
You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined.
So he's into the Ascian plot then.
That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
We don't know what their plot is yet. I think that's a leap.
A rejoining of worlds. I have heard this tale of the Source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
There we go.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing.
You are the worst.
But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
There we go. He's laying it out.
What?
There it is.
Yes. My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters when the prize is true and lasting peace?
Yes. More choices.
Oh.
I like that first one.
Yeah. Because we're still in negotiations. Not that he's not going to just counter it, but it's better than being like, I'm going to kill everything. All right, count us down.
3, 2, 1, go.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence. Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard.
Where have I heard this ideology before?
Flag over the corner.
An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs. We would be the masters of our own fate.
Okay.
I bid you join me. Not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
All I can think of is how bad his voice acting was back in that cutscene.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable, unconscionable.
Are you laughing at
What is
Nanamo?
the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter?
Little bit.
I would have us work together that we might take fate into our own hands.
Into your hands, perhaps. But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
I'll say with the big picture.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler?
Ooh.
The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varis, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
Good throwdown, Nanamo.
This game earns its speeches.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
I'm a Dark Knight, bro. I'm ready to run you through.
Ooh.
I like that bottom one.
Yeah,
just
me
'cause
too.
It's how I'm fired up. I hate this guy.
I like that.
3, 2, 1, go. I really just want a Mass Effect like dialogue wheel in this game. Oh, in unison, nodders.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me. Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages.
Wasn't looking for your approval anyway, Dad.
This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Boy, I really hate that guy at the end of this cinematic.
It answered the questions I had, though, as to why he didn't like the Ascians.
Yeah.
It was how could he dislike the, because you kind of brought up in the past that he was acting maybe just selfishly, or he just wanted to rule and just be the top of the empire for ego or whatever. Like, why was he going against the Ascians, or why did he have pushback against Solas? Well, now we know that he's pushing back, but also he's along for the ride because he believes that if we all reach his end of things, then he can throw off the shackles that he perceives. But he wants to do so by, extremer measures than even the Pope had in mind when he was putting together his Ishgardian, plans to overthrow the Ascians.
Yeah,